What's good? What's good, Raider Nation? How we doing today, man? How are we doing today? I know everybody's feeling good. I know everybody's feeling good. Let's go ahead and give a little second, see if we can get some people jumping up in here real quick before we start talking about today's press conference, about today's scrimmage, about what we could be seeing here soon. It's a good day to be a Raider, though. I'll tell you that. It's a good day to be a Raider. Um, a lot of good news coming out of the scrimmage today. A lot of good news. That was from skilled positions all the way to the defense. Um, Pretty decent quarterback play from what I've been hearing. But let's go ahead and give it some time. Let some people roll up in here. Let some people roll up in here and see what we can get, see what kind of action, kind of traffic we can get, yo. But for surely, y'all been seeing everything about what's going on in the scrimmage today. There was a little bit of scuffles here and there. I heard Richie got into it with some people. Nothing too crazy, but there was some scuffles. I think the Rams were just mad they was getting whooped on today. I think the Rams were just mad they were getting whooped on today. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What we got going on though, man? What? Let me see something real quick. Let me know. Let me know if I'm sounding good, if I'm looking clear. Um, Everything's all good, y'all. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. How come I can't see the comments? How come what's going on, y'all? It's not letting me see the comments for some reason. Let me see something real quick. Let me see if I can do something real quick because it's not letting me see the comments. I don't know why. I don't know why it's not letting me see the comments. Let me see if I could do something real quick. Let me see if I could do something real quick. I don't know why I can't see the comments. Let's see. Save images. Yeah, but if y'all just getting in here, man, how y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today about everything that's been going on? Let me know in the comments if y'all can see me clearly, if y'all can hear me clearly. I still can't see what is going on, y'all. They out here wilding on me. They out here wilding on me. I'm gonna have to do it like this though. Shout out Thumper World. Shout out Kevin Lurker, B. Al. You already know what it is. It's all family right there. Corey Turner. Yo, Merrick 2 picks. Word up, B. Caldwell. Word up, dog. You already know. That's what I like to see. That's what I want to see. Let me see if I can exit out and jump back in because this thing is tripping, yo. This thing is tripping. I don't know what's going on. Am I all right? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let me know if it's all good now. Let me know if it's all good. I can see y'all comments. Let me pull some of y'all comments up because y'all in the chat deep already. Here we go. B. Caldwell. Yo, Merrick 2 picks already. Yes, sir. And y'all know I'm a Merrick, though. You know I wanted to go draft Merrick. And that's exactly what I want to hear. That's what I'm talking about. That should get me hype. I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm telling you right now. There has never been one player our team has drafted that I personally wanted to go get, and Merrick is the only person. Merrick's the only person. So when I hear he's out there doing well, yo, I'm telling you, it gets me hyped, man. It gets me hyped. I'm ready for the season, dog. For Shelly, 2 picks on Matt Stafford. And people try to say Matt Stafford, Derek Carr, and Matt Stafford are the same. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. That is bullshit. Matt Stafford and Derek Carr ain't even on the same now. Stafford out there throwing ducks. Knock on Leatherwood. What's good with it, fam? What's good with it? Boogie's Moolah B. I like that name. That sounds crazy. Raid the motherfucking tape. You feel me? It is what it is. Raider Ruckus in the building. What's up? Raid, let's go. You already know, man. Today is a good day to be a Raider fan because we just whooped on some Rams. We just whooped on some Rams. You feel me? And it feels good. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's just practice. It's just a scrimmage. But this is just the kind of stuff we want to see from our team. We know we have a young defense. We know we have Gus Bradley, a new defensive coordinator. But the thing is, you also have to realize, and you have to take away, specifically when it comes to the Rams, is that they got a new defensive coordinator as well, right? They got Raheem Morris as a defensive coordinator now. So it goes both ways. And the fact that we're out there showing our DBs are playing well, I don't know if it's because Matt Stafford is out there throwing ducks or if we're just playing that well. So I'm not going to take any credit away from the young Bulls we got on our team. Yo, fave YouTuber, what's good, right? What's good with it, Malik? What is good with it, man? I really appreciate it. I really do, man. Todd Clements. Let me go ahead and get some shout outs out here, man, because I love seeing y'all in the chat. I love seeing y'all in the chat. Be out, all good, all good. So y'all let me know it's all good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Justin Gandy, Dave Maxfield, what's up? What's up? Pono Z. Yo, you must be in Hawaii, boy. Shout out Hawaii. Shout out Hawaii, man. How y'all doing out there? Defense on point. Man, if y'all not excited about the defense being on point, or basically if y'all not excited about, am I having technical difficulties? Am I still? I just couldn't see the comments. That's why I had to switch out real quick. But if y'all not excited about this defense, I don't know what's gonna get you excited. I don't know. Honestly. Like, dude, this is why, and I'll go to my point. And I'll go to my point. I'll get to this real quick, but I'll get to my point about the Matt Stafford and Derek Carr thing. If y'all didn't know, Matthew Stafford's had a top 10 defense before. He's had defenses multiple times that have been at least top 15, plus having Calvin Johnson. And so don't sit there and compare Matt Stafford to Derek Carr to me, because I'm gonna argue that. I'm gonna argue that all day. I'm gonna argue that. I'm not saying Matt Stafford's bad, but don't try to make that argument with me. Don't do that. But to my boy Jose Romero Jr. in the building, was good, man. Raid, what do you think of Renfro making Ramsey his new son? Boy, you know what? The thing about Hunter Renfro is the man is so humble. The man is so humble, and I respect it. That's the biggest thing I take away from it. I was watching the presser, and they were asking, okay, do you guys talk smack back and forth? And with Hunter Renfro, he said, nah, he doesn't really talk smack. And that's really humbling of him, because Ramsey's one of the best. He's one of the best, if not the best, cornerback in the league right now. If we got our slot receiver burning the best corner in the league, that's got to tell you something. That's got to get you pumped. That's got to get you excited or something. And if that doesn't, kick rocks. That's all I got to say. If that doesn't, kick rocks, because that gets me pumped. Hunter Renfro's out there making them boys look like some fools, looking like a mailman out there, making them boys look like a fool. Did the defense have 3 or 4 picks? So I want to say 3. I want to say 3 because I believe Mirig, well, there was the scrimmage, I believe, and then they were doing drills. And I believe on the first interception, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I know y'all will. I believe on the first interception, it was just drills, and that's when Mirig got that first interception. They were doing drills. And then I believe the other interceptions came from actually like the scrimmage, right? They came from the actual scrimmage. So I want to say there was 3 though total. 2 from Mirig and then 1. Y'all let me know who the other one was from. It's from a backup corner. It's from a backup corner for sure. And I also heard Damon Arnett was out there breaking up passes, and he dropped the interception. So Damon Arnett, you got to finish those plays, man. You have to finish those plays, boss. But I'm rooting for Damon Arnett for sure. I'm rooting for Damon Arnett. Hoping he does well. Hoping he does well. Let's get to some of these comments, y'all. Y'all making some great comments, man. I missed today. Bro, what? I haven't heard anything about Rams practice. Dave Maxfield, Mr. Gruden Grinder in the profile picture. If any of y'all got Twitter, make sure you guys go follow Paul Gutierrez on Twitter. Go follow him. You'll have some good stuff. Also, you'll know in the pressers, you can just hear their names. When you guys watch the pressers, listen to the reporters' names. Listen to the people asking the questions. They say their names. Will say, for example, they'll say Paul Gutierrez with ESPN, blah, blah, blah. Go follow those people because they're covering the Raiders, and they're going to most likely be at the scrimmage. They're going to most likely be wherever the Raiders are when they cover them. So go follow them on Twitter, and you'll be updated, bro. You'll be updated. But, man, you missed a lot. You missed a lot, yo. Yes, sir. Hunter roasted Ramsey. For surely. Brian Edwards quiet today. I'm going to touch on that subject a little bit later, man. You good. Let me get to some of these comments down here. Salute. I seen someone say something about Graf. I'm trying to – y'all running through the comments, man. DC over Stafford all damn day. All damn day. You already know. I'm not even going to get into the Derek Carr little rant right now because we had a good day. Our skilled positions, nothing but good news from our skilled positions. Hunter Renfro burning Jalen Ramsey, if you missed anything. Zay Jones even had a nice catch today. Nice read by Marcus Mariota. I believe that was from him. Not Hunter, Henry Ruggs. So in the presser, Derek Carr did say that Ruggs dropped, I want to say a pass or a couple passes early. I want to say I did hear Derek Carr say that. But Ruggs did have a big touchdown or a big catch today. A big catch today deep downfield. So you always like to see that. You always like to hear that, as I should say. Because I didn't see it, but it's reported. And like I said, go follow those people on Twitter, man. If y'all want to stay updated on the Raiders, make sure y'all subscribe here and like the video for surely. You know that. But the in-depth stuff, you got to have Twitter because Twitter gets it first. I'll be honest. Twitter always gets it first. And you got to follow those reporters. That's the best way you'll stay updated is by following those reporters, man. Let's see what we got. Who shot me? Ruggs caught a touchdown after being yelled at by Gruden. You know what? Gruden's yelling at everybody. Gruden's yelling at everybody. But one thing I'm gonna say is, if you can go out there and still perform after getting yelled at, you have thick skin. That shows you have a mental toughness, you have mental agility, and you're gonna be able to get the job done. That's all it takes. Justin Gandy out here being a devil's advocate. To be fair, Ramsey isn't a slot corner. That is fair. That is fair because I did hear that Ramsey was lined up in the slot a lot today, and maybe they were trying something new. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know. But the fact that Ramsey still got beat, he still got beat. You know what I mean? I'm not going to take anything away from Hunter Renfrow, because he still did what he had to do. He still did his job. You know what I mean? But that is a good point. Ramsey is not a slot corner. He's not, but he's still a very good corner. He's not a slot, but he's a top 3. Yeah, for surely. For surely. I thought Renfro said something about AB. So I think he did. I think he did say something about AB, and it was something to do with trash talking. Correct me if I'm wrong. It had something to do with trash talking. We want the film. We want the film for Renfro. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. We have to get that. We have to see that. It'll probably come out later. But we're definitely gonna get that. If I go find it or anything like that, I'll be sure to post a short on my channel. I'll be sure to post it on my Instagram. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. And I'm gonna post it either on Instagram or both if I could find it. You gotta find it first because you gotta really dig. You gotta really dig. ONT6, that's my boy right there. That's my boy right there. What's good with it? What's good with it? All aboard. Yo, what's good? I figured I'd return the favor. All aboard. That's a Raider content creator right there. He be doing it. He be doing it. Make sure y'all tap in with him for surely. Douglas had one. So Pono Z, appreciate that. So it must have been Douglas. So it was Merrick and Douglas, and then I believe Arnett had a breakup, and it was a potential interception, but he ended up dropping the interception. Raid, what do you think of Leatherwood holding off AD? I'm not going to really, this is one thing. I don't really want to speak too much on the offensive line because I didn't really see too much film. But if you're hearing, and this is another thing, in these camps, you're not really going to hit the quarterback. You're not going to really do anything like that. The defensive line is going to work, is going to get their work, but think about it. We didn't hear anything about our defensive line like that. We heard a lot about our DBs. We heard a lot about our skilled positions. Now, you didn't hear a lot about the defensive line. I think that's just because in the practices, you don't want to go hit the quarterback so much. I'm not saying they're not working, but I would have to see the film and see how everything played out because, like I said, in practice, maybe sometimes they get through, but then they just don't hit the quarterback, and the quarterback still will throw the ball, still will finish out the play. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to really touch on the offensive line too much right now. Pretty sure Corey Littleton, boom. Boom. Y'all the ghosts. The chat gang on fire right now. The chat gang. I knew I seen somebody say something about Docs. There it is right there, boy. Docs is in the building. Or better yet, I should say Graphic is in the building. Graphic is in the building, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. How's Ruggs doing? I heard that Ruggs, I said this a little bit earlier. I heard that Ruggs had a couple drop passes or one or early, started off kind of slow. Let's say that. He started off kind of slow, and He finished strong though. He finished with the deep ball, and supposedly after getting yelled at Gruden, and that's what you want to see. That's what you want to hear. I should say. That's what you want to hear. I should say. Um, Let me get this right here. Justin Gandy. I bet CNGT will have the film first. LOL, he's the GOAT. Most definitely. Most definitely. And I'm dropping the video just to that. Man, I'm not even going to, I can't even say nothing, man. I can't even say nothing, man. I can't. I'll tell y'all this, though. I'll say this much, man. Me and my boy CNG got something cooking. Me and my boy CNGT have something in the works. So y'all stay tuned. As y'all know, CNG is in depth with this Raider stuff. He's in depth. He does things on YouTube, but mind you, he does other things as well. He does all this on top of working. You know what I mean? He got a Raider website. He got Raider stuff going on outside of just YouTube as well. He has a lot of connects and he communicates with a lot of people. That's a busy man. So shout out to CNG. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. A lot of respect to dude. Puts in that time, puts in that work. You feel me? We got a first super chat in the building. Is there any video of James versus Donald? And this was my number one matchup. I was talking to Honcho yesterday about this, and that was my number one matchup is Andre James and Aaron Donald. That's the number one matchup right there. And you just want to see that, but I don't know if we're going to be able to see that ONT6. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that, man. Hopefully some film comes out within the next few hours to where we'll be able to see just a little bit more inside, a little bit more in depth on what's going to be actually transpiring at the scrimmage and how the plays actually unraveled, because you got to want to actually see it. You know what I mean? You just don't want to hear the reports of it. You actually want to see it and see how the play actually went about. So that's it. That's a good point, though, man. Andre James versus Aaron Donald. We got to see our offensive line against competent defensive tackles, competent pass rushers, all that. You know what I mean? Appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate the super chat. You already know what it is, though. What up, Docs? What up, Graf? How we doing? How we doing? I heard the D-line had a good run defense, but that was about it. And I'm gonna talk about this a little bit tomorrow, because if y'all don't know, I'm dropping a new segment. It's called Raids Review, and I'm basically just gonna be talking about what goes on week by week, each week in the middle of the week. Talk about some things that happened the past few days and what we could see upcoming. So that'll be later on when I drop that video. But yes, good run defense, but that was about it. The thing with the Rams is that you have to take in consideration, right? You have to take this in consideration. And shout out Graf, man. 112 deep, but 30 likes. Shake my head. Yo, wipe them feet, yo. You feel me? Come on, let's get it. Hit that like button for me. You know what I mean? Hit that like button for me. It goes a long way. It's free for you, does a lot for me. You know what it is. But back to 5-0 Raiders' point. What I was going to say is you got to think their running back went out. So I think that hindered a lot of their plans in their running game. I was watching a press conference with the Rams. It was Sean McVay, and it was with Raheem Morris, the Rams defensive coordinator. I was watching one of their pressers, and supposedly last week they were having some troubles in the run game. And that's understandable because Cam Akers went out. Cam Akers is an up-and-coming running back. He had a promising future. Then he gets hurt. And I believe it's season ending. So you can only imagine the run game kind of, slowing down for the Rams in that sense. So I just kind of want to put that out there, not to take away from our defense, but just to say, hey, the Rams lost their best running back, their young running back, who was just, I believe, a rookie last year too. So that's unfortunate. Hope he recovers well. Never want to see a player go down. Never want to see that. But Rico Bragg, yo, what it do, man? What it do, man? How you doing, boss? Shout out Raid. What it do? What it do? Rocking steady. Heavy likes, yeah, for surely, Malik, for surely, man, for surely. But let me get to some of these. I told Hansel that my bold, I think it's Honcho. I told Honcho that my bold prediction was that our defense would go for me. Oh man, you got about to give me a brain aneurysm, bro. I told Honcho that my bold prediction was that our defense would go from last to first. Okay. You had me tripping for a second, man. Sheesh. Last to first. That's more than bold. That's more than bold. You need a stronger synonym for bold. First, from last to first. I would be happy with the top 15. I would be happy with the top 15 defense. I really would. I mean, we don't have to have a top 10. Let's just take those progressive steps to say, hey, we are getting better. The defense has changed and the culture has changed as far as the defense goes and as far as the whole team goes. Because I think if the defense, I know for sure if the defense gets better, it's gonna be contagious. The attitude and the energy is gonna be contagious, and it's going to transpire. It's going to go over to the offense, and the offense is going to realize, okay, Derek Carr, John Gruden, everybody's going to realize, okay, we can be a little bit more aggressive because our defense is willing to hold some people up. And I think with a top 15 defense, we'll be able to do that. But from last to first, that is very bold, Russ. That's very bold, and I do like that prediction, man, because I do hope it happens. We say y'all talk about Ramsey yet? Yeah, we already touched on Ramsey Morales. Um, Hunter Renfro, dog. I think just to get all, just a little gist of that, people were saying Jalen Ramsey's not a slot corner, so that's kind of the argument versus him of him playing on against Hunter Renfro. That's the argument. He's not a slot corner. At the same time, Ramsey's still a great corner. And so you don't want to take anything away from Hunter Renfro. If they lined him up at slot corner, it doesn't matter if he's not a slot corner. That's their fault. You see what I'm saying? Don't take anything from Hunter Renfro, but to take in consideration, he is not a slot corner. So it is a good point at the end of the day. I won't take anything away from that. Carlos Wong, he says that linebacker core is lit. Yo, the linebacker core is deep. Y'all tell me right now, in the chats, because we're gonna have to make some cuts. I know we just made some cuts the other day. But we're gonna have to make some cuts that are gonna be crucial, that are going to be like iffy. Like, oh, why did we cut him? Why did we cut him? Well, think about it. You have Nicholas Morrow, Nick Kwiatkowski, Corey Littleton, Tanner Muse, Javin White. Then we just got Divine Diablo back. You have Max Richardson still on the roster. So who are you gonna cut? If you have to choose between Javin White, Tanner Muse, and Max Richardson, who do you guys want to choose out of those three linebackers? Because the linebacker core is lit, Carlos. It is lit, but we're gonna have to start cutting some people, and we're gonna have to be able to make room for other players. And if we want to bring a guy like KJ Wright in that DeVell brings up, then we're going to have to make even more room. That means that Javin White could be gone and the Max Richardson could be gone. So that means two guys would have to go because you're going to have to make room for KJ Wright. So it's going to be a tough cut. When we get closer to the season, that's when the cuts will matter. These last cuts we had, it didn't really matter. Like Bo Scarborough, it's like when we brought Bo Scarborough and already knew what it was. Like I wasn't even looking at that as anything. Raider Ruckus, I'd call that straight ballsy. I like it, but even if we were the NFL, won't allow it, they're still say ninth. Yeah. I seen something right here, my guy. I just subscribed, homie. What's good, Raider Nation? Our defense is going to jump a few steps. Hopefully it's in the top 15, but I'll take top 10. You know what, man? Like I was just saying, I'll take top 15. I will take top 15. When's the last time the Raiders even had? I know the answer to this. When's the last time the Raiders had a top 20 defense? Not the 20th, but 19 and below. Or, yeah, below, I guess you would say, but 19 or better, I should say. That was back in 2000 and, I don't know, man, 2002? When we had a defense that was better, 19th or better. So I'll take a top 15, yo. I will take a top 15 this year if that means because then we're going in the right direction. You feel me? We're going in the right direction, and that's all we want to see. We want to see our defense take that step because we know we got an offense, right? But Ricky Bars, appreciate you subscribing, boss. Yo, welcome to the squad. Welcome to the squad, man. Welcome to the squad. I heard Ramsey laid a hit on Jacobs right before Hunter burnt him. Yes. So supposedly Jacobs got off a good run, but it ended with a pop by Ramsey. And much respect to Ramsey. You know what I mean? I know he's a Ram. I know he's the op. But at the end of the day, you have to respect this man's game. He's a corner that is not afraid to hit. But not only that, This man is hitting one of the most vicious runners in the game of football, and that's the Las Vegas Raiders, Josh Jacobs, yo. If you're willing to go hit Josh Jacobs as a corner and you actually pop his helmet off while you hit him, that was reported by Paul Gutierrez, I believe, that Ramsey ended Jacobs' run with a pop and popped Josh Jacobs' helmet off. So good point, man. Good point for Shirley. Also, another thing that I was reading is that I heard Drake got a little banged up. Kenyon Drake supposedly got a little banged up. He came off the field, I guess, but he ended up going back in. So that's something we could potentially look at. Just keep an eye on that. Something we could potentially keep an eye on. But if y'all just joining me, I know bro said he just subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate that. If y'all just joining, make sure y'all hit that like button. If y'all not part of the squad, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button because we keep it lit over here. What do we got? Max Richardson. I'm getting a lot of Max Richardsons, yo. But I'm gonna do this one. Yo, Raider Ruckus, yo, you already putting on, man. He said got Lee too. Exactly, yo. Exactly. We have Deron Lee as well. So damn, that's another whole person you got to put in the mix. Because the top three, we're keeping Littleton, Kwiatkowski. We're keeping those two. Morrow ain't going nowhere. Diablo's not going anywhere. We just drafted him. So that only leaves Muse, Javin White, and now Deron Lee. You feel me? Who are you going to pick out of those three? Oh, Max Richardson, excuse me. Who are you going to pick out of those four? I see you guys saying Max Richardson, cut him. Max gone. My guy Richardson, Thumper World says Richardson. So a lot of people are saying that. So let's make it a little bit difficult for y'all. Let me make it a little bit difficult for y'all. You got Javin White, you got Tanner Muse, and you got Deron Lee. You can only keep one. Who are you going to keep? You can only keep one. Who will you keep out of those three right there, though? Let me see what it said. Yep, okay, Malik. Malik stopped in with the breaking news saying Drake said he had a stinger. No big deal. Stingers happen. I remember I was playing football one time. Oh man, my form was all messed up. And I used to play DB. My form was all messed up. I went to hit somebody and I got the worst stinger, yo. And that joint went all the way down my arm, down my back through my arm. Whoo! It was on fire. Who played football and had a stinger before? Because that joint was, those things do not play. You for surely coming off the field to get a stinger. Let me see what my boy Vinny Thomas has to say real quick. What up, Ray? You see ESPN Fantasy ranked Carr the 24th best quarterback and Jacobs the 20th best running back. Yo, that sounds like some bullshit, yo. That's crazy. Raider Nation gonna shock the world. That sounds like some bullshit. Yo, Vinny, yeah, you should have. I don't know about that. 24th, y'all. Let me go back. 24th best quarterback. I don't even want to get too invested in that. 24th best quarterback. Y'all know how I feel about that. I mean, that's just wild. Too bad Jacobs initiated contact and he'd be yo. That's my favorite play of last year. When Jacobs hit that Falcon and turned him into bird shit and he went flying. That was my favorite play, yo. And they called the flag on Jacobs. It was funny because the commentators were like, he's using his helmet as a weapon. I'm like, what the hell? I ain't never see a running back get called for that and somebody say he's using the helmet as a weapon. Who is he, Myles Garrett? Like, give me a break, yo. Give me a break. You out here wilding out talking about whatever. Here's a good one right here. Here's a good one. This is what I mean by position battles and how it's going to be tough for us to make those cuts. Once we get closer to that 53, because we still have like over 80 players on the roster, I believe. So that means about 30 players have to get cut. And Brian Morales says, all right, who you think get cut, Keeson or Amik? Very good question, bro. Very good question. That's a tough one. You got me stumbled right there, man. It's tough, dog. It's tough. I feel like it's preference. I feel like Keeson Nixon's been I feel like everybody puts in work and they deserve a spot. But we got so much depth. We have so much talent now that it's hard to just stick with those guys, especially because we drafted him. Keyshawn's been here since day one. He's been working with us, and he's been part of this new regime. He's been part of this team, putting in work. You know what I mean? And it's hard to let go of those guys when they're really investing into the team. So when you got to cut those guys, it kind of sucks. But if I have to personally choose, I'm going to have to go with Keeson Nixon, man. I'll just have to go with him. I've seen more from him. He's bigger. I believe he's bigger. He's faster. And I feel like you could use him in more spots. If you want to throw him at slot, if you want to throw him outside, if you want to put him on special teams, you could do all that. You could do the same things with the Meek, but the Meek's just smaller and slower. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the Meek is a worse player or anything, but I'm just gonna go with Keyshawn because the Meek could have the intelligence that brings him to a higher level of play. You know what I mean? But we just have to see that on the field. We haven't seen enough of these guys. The coaches have, and I'm pretty sure they'll make the great decision on who they want to keep. But that's another spot, like we were saying with linebacker. Like we were saying with linebacker, there's a lot of corners. I can't even name them all right now. I could try, but I can't even name them all right now. We have so many cornerbacks. It's like, yo, you feel me? Aaron Cocker, yo, Raid, what up, bro? What's good with it, man? What's good with it, King? What's good with it? DeVille, Garrett Groshek looked good on the low last Saturday. Yo, he did. And it's funny because in my mind, I'm thinking, why do we have now? I'm not saying why, because I already know why we have him. You're not gonna put Inglewood out there. But Groshek, he looks good, but we're not gonna keep two fullbacks. We know this. We know this. He might stay around though. He might stick on the practice squad, maybe, maybe not. Because if Ingle gets hurt or if anything may happen, you could activate him. And you know you have a solid fullback. And we play with a solid we play with a strong run game, especially in those eyes. You got to have that fullback to lead block, and if he could pick up assignments, know who he has to block when the time comes, um, then we got to keep Groshek on the practice squad. Because remember, Alec Ingold was hurt, and if you think about it, Alec Ingold is a crucial piece of our team, and if he gets hurt, we're gonna need somebody that knows how to play his spot. Because running those going in those power formations, you have that pulling guard, go pick up somebody inside the hole, and then Ingold or whoever the fullback is leads the way through the hole, and that's who the running back follows. So we have to have a solid fullback. Have to have a solid fullback. Let me see. My guy brought up Amik. Amik actually might be nasty on the outside, bro. That play he made from the outside corner was savage. It was nice. It was nice. He made the play on the screen pass against Seattle. I'm assuming this is what you're talking about. Tackled the receiver for no gain. That was a good play. His reaction time was nice. He squared up on the tackle, made a solid tackle, wrapped his legs up, and he was done. Play was over. I liked it. But that's what I mean. I've only seen Amik make that one play, and outside of that, last year, I seen him get burnt a few times, and he was confused. But Paul Gunther, you know what I mean? Maybe with this new coaching system, Ron Miles, Gus Bradley, he could pull it around. But at the same time, the cornerback room is deep. The cornerback room is deep, y'all. Let me get to some other comments, man. I appreciate y'all sticking around, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. I kind of did this on the fly. I seen the presser, and I was like, okay, there's a lot of information. We had the scrimmage today, which was popping. It was really popping. If y'all just getting here, it was popping. The scrimmage was popping, yo. And like I was saying at the beginning, someone was saying, did I miss anything? Make sure y'all go follow the reporters. That is the best way to keep up with your team is when you follow the reporters on Twitter. That's the best way. Either follow them on Twitter if you don't got Twitter, follow them on Instagram, and you'll get the best updates you can. You'll get the best videos and the best updates you can on your team. And also make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and follow me on Instagram because you'll get the best information there too. For surely the best breakdowns, the best information, the best collabs, the best lives. You already know what it is. And the best chat game because the squad is deep. The squad is deep. So chat game, keep it lit. Keep it lit. And my boy said something about PFF on Leatherwood, OG Chronicles. I've seen that. I wanted to pull that up real quick because I know it was a good point. I know it was a good point. I wish we could watch these. Hell yeah. I wish we could watch these scrimmages too, man, because these scrimmages means a lot, especially, they mean a lot when the players are getting in scuffles. That's how you know that it means a lot. It doesn't just mean a lot to the fans. These guys haven't played for a while, especially the starters. They haven't played for a while. They get to go out there and act like this is a game. That's kind of like what Hunter Renfro said that in the presser. They treated it like a game because they said it feels like they haven't played in a couple of weeks. Last week, the starters didn't play, right? So today was like their game. It was like, okay, it's game day. It's time to ball out. It's time to do something. So, yeah, man, I wish we could watch these things. But OG, I found a comment. PFF said Leatherwood is one of the most disappointing rookies. PFF is trash. I don't know what the hell PFF is talking about, but the dudes that do PFF look like they never even seen a football in their life. You understand me? So when it comes to PFF, they can really kiss my ass because they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They have no idea what they're talking about at PFF. Those guys need to stop. They need to hire new people at PFF. Like, no cap, yo. Like, watching those videos is just frustrating. Raider Dangerfield popped up in the building, yo. If y'all pop in, make sure y'all hit that like button. On your way, y'all hit the like button. Shoot. What's your season prediction? Yo, my season prediction. Y'all let me know y'all season prediction in the y'all let me know down in the comments. What do y'all think our season will look like based on how you're feeling today? Based on how you're feeling today, because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel like we are gonna go win some tough games. I feel like we're gonna go win some tough games. We're gonna win those matches people are counting us out on. But at the end of the day, I'm always flip flopping on the record. I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm never consistent when it comes to choosing a season, predicting the record. I'm never consistent in it. Sometimes I'll say we'll win 9 games. Sometimes I say we'll win 11. But I never switch from that 9 to 11 wins. I never switch outside of that. I pretty much stay consistent within that range. I don't say 10-7 because I feel like that's too safe. You know, I say you either have to pick 9-8 or you have to pick 11-6. You can't pick 10-7. It's too safe. And so right now, how I'm feeling, I'm gonna go with 11-6. That'll get us into the playoffs. That'll get us into the playoffs. So that's my prediction right there, yo. That's my prediction right there. What is the Vic Taylor? Okay, so Vic Taylor, Jalen Ramsey said, I can't believe that y'all believe half the BS that people say for clicks. Hold up. What's he talking about? What's he talking about? So Jalen Ramsey tweeted out something, and he might be talking about what going on with Jalen Ramsey and Hunter Renfrow. What is Jalen Ramsey talking trash on Twitter about Hunter Renfrow? What is this? So Jalen Ramsey tweeted, he said, I can't believe that y'all believe half the BS that people say for clicks. Y'all got to know that this point and do better than that. It's all love. I ain't going to pop my shit, but just know I'm really the chosen one. Man, shut the hell up. I like you, but if you're talking about the Raiders at this point, I don't like you no more. I don't like you no more. Back to the squad. Back to the squad. Todd can chit. No game sweat on Max Towel, though. But smell is a good consolation. Ooh. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. We got some. I think we're going 13-4, but we'll blow one stupid game. I hope not, man. I really hope not. Warzone Sports Network. Raiders have a tough schedule. That's a fact, yo. We have a tough schedule. But let me tell you something about the Raiders and having a tough schedule. Last year, when we played the Saints, that was a tough team to beat. That was a tough team to beat. The Saints were coming off of a win. We go to play the Saints. We were supposed to get whooped. The Saints were supposed to beat us down, whatever. Nobody had us win. We beat the Saints. The very week after the week we beat the Saints, all of a sudden the Saints are washed up. Drew Brees is dead. Blah blah blah. That's why the Raiders beat them. So honestly, I don't really feed into the schedule thing. I really don't feed. I don't believe in this schedule's this tough, because what they're doing with the schedule is they'll base it off of last year's records. That's what they'll do, right? You don't know if these teams will be exactly the same as they were last year. You just don't know that. The 49ers one year literally go to the Super Bowl, and the next year they win like 3 or 4 games or something like that. So you can't really just base it off of base it off of that. You know what I mean? But it is a tough schedule based on how it looks right now. So I completely agree. I understand where you're coming from, boss. I understand where you're coming from. Warzone Sports Network. I'll have to tap in with y'all, man. I'll have to tap in with y'all, see what kind of content y'all got going on. Because if y'all talk about the Raiders, y'all gonna have to you and me talk about the Raiders, man. Because I don't want y'all talking no crazy stuff about my team, yo. Chatter K, come on. If Ramsey got burnt by Renfrow, where the video at? Look, man. We gonna wait on it. We'll wait on it. We'll wait on it. You might be a fan. Are you a fanboy of Ramsey or something? Are you a fanboy? Let me know. Are you a fanboy, Ramsey? That's why you mad because your boy got burnt up by the mailman. What you think, boss? What you think? Charger or good? I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. OG Chronicles, what's cracking, man? It ain't as tough as everybody thinks. Exactly. You don't really know. You don't really know right now. So we might have a troll. Eric Ortega. Are you scared of Jay Herbert? Oh no, he ain't trolling. I think he's just asking a valid question, honestly, because Herbert is getting hyped up. Herbert is getting hyped up big time. And am I scared of Jay Herbert? No, I'm not. Why would I be scared of Justin Herbert? We beat him last year. Um, I think this year will be different for him. I don't know if he'll have as good of a season. I don't think he will. That's my personal opinion. It's going to be hard to top what he did last year. And that doesn't mean he's not a good quarterback, though. Just because he doesn't do as good as last year doesn't mean he's not a good quarterback. Because I watched Justin Herbert last year, and he had trouble closing. He had trouble closing the game. And if there's no fans in the building, if you have no fans in the building and you can't close the game, then that right there is going to be it's going to be a little tough once you get fans in the building. So we'll see how he does this year. But I'm not scared of Justin Herbert. No, I'm not scared of Justin Herbert. I'm not really scared of any quarterback whatsoever because we have Derek Carr. And I feel like Derek Carr can go toe to toe with any quarterback in the league. I feel like he really could. So I'm not really scared of any quarterback, especially Justin Herbert. 1 year and all of a sudden he's the best thing since fucking sliced bread. Like, come on, let's take a little breather now. Let's take a little breather now. Raiders play to the level of competition. I'd rather have tough win every game. That's true, man. We do play up to competition, man. We do play to the level of our competition because like I was saying, when we play the Chiefs, when we play the Chiefs, we be balling out, we be going crazy. Our defense just be out there looking so suspect based on last year, just looking so suspect, yo. It was looking crazy. Like, oh no, man. It was looking crazy. You can't give up a total of damn near 80 points in 2 games to the Chiefs and expect to win. Nearly 80 points. I believe it was a total of 75 points from the Chiefs or something like that they scored on us. Like, you're not going to win doing that. And the Bucks stopped them from scoring like 7 points. So come on now, no cap. Raiders never lose primetime games. You know what? Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. Knock on wood. I got hardwood floors. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Because we got Monday Night Football. That's a primetime game. That's going to be a big game. And make sure y'all tune in to the pregame live show. I'm doing a pregame live show with Raider Honcho. Y'all know who Raider Honcho is. That's my boy. That's my brother right there. And we doing a pregame live show. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned and keep that in mind because when week 1 comes against the Baltimore Ravens, Monday Night Football, the first Monday Night Football of the season, we going to be popping. We going to be in there getting lit. It's going to be a late game. It's going to be a fun game. And we going to be lit, yo. Got Lamar Jackson coming to town, coming to Sin City, and we going to be turning it up. We can't crack top 20 because we haven't had good DTs. Phylon looked good. More of that, and we'll crack top 15. That's a fact, yo. That's a fact, and I'm not even going to argue it because our defense just in general is trash, yo. It's been trash. I don't even know if it's just because of the defensive tackles, but our defense has just been trash. Like, we went and drafted Garyon Conley. We drafted Carl Joseph, Rolando McClain, Khalil Mack, Cleveland Farrell, Damon Arnett, John Abram. We drafted so many defensive players over the years, and really we haven't really got any return out of these dudes, right? But it could be due to organizational problems, and that's what I personally think it is. But I think we're going in the right direction now with the coaches we have. And let's see what the future beholds because I think we're going in the right direction finally, man. I've been waiting for this about 20 years now. I'm waiting for this about 20 years because last time we were good is early 2000s, late 90s. This team offensively is road tested for surely. Longy Raider, that's a fact. This offense is legit. You know what I mean? This offense is legit. So that's 100% fact. Bring on the badasses, tough, bring it. Exactly, bro. I ain't tripping off no tough schedule, man. We gonna go play who we play, and we're gonna win what we win. Best offseason pickup. I've been saying this all the time. Kevin Owens, not the wrestler. This is Kevin Owens, not the wrestler. Best offseason pickup was DC Gus Bradley. I've said this all offseason. All offseason, I've been saying this. This is my favorite offseason acquisition by far, more than Yannick. Because let me tell you why. I don't even think Yannick comes unless we have Gus Bradley. We don't get Casey Hayward unless we have Gus Bradley. Darius Philon, we don't get him unless we have Gus Bradley. Darius Philon, drafted to the Chargers um, when Gus Bradley got there. That's a Gus Bradley guy, Darius Philon, if y'all didn't know. He had a contract, ended up leaving Los Angeles or San Diego at the time. I think it was San Diego at the time. Went to the Cardinals, and off the field issues happened with Darius Philon. He ended up getting released from the Cardinals after signing his contract. He was out of football for a little time because he was dealing with the off the field stuff. He got cleared. He was, from what I believe, he was innocent of what the accusations was and all that stuff. And now he's back on the field and he's balling for us. That's a Gus Bradley guy. Casey Hayward, Gus Bradley guy, as well as Yannick Ngakoue. So honestly, man, you have to think of Gus Bradley as more than just a coach. He was a magnet for quality players. He was a guy that brought in quality players for our team, yo. And it's golden. That was a golden pickup for us. And I know a lot of people, and I'll just say this one time. I know a lot of people wanted Raheem Morris, right? There was only so many players we could have got, coaches we could have gotten. Gus Bradley, Raheem Morris, and Wade Phillips. I think for a lot of people, Raheem Morris was that number one to go and pick up, but we got Gus Bradley. And that's not a huge gap. That's not a huge fall off. In my opinion, that's not a huge fall off. If it's not, it may not even be a fall off. You feel me? So I like Gus Bradley. And like my boy, Las Vegas Raiders DJ says, make sure y'all check his channel out. Make sure y'all check out my boy DJ. Trust in Gus. And that's a fact. We need to trust in this defense. We need to trust in Gus Bradley because he is a quality coach. He's done this before. He's done this before he came to the Las Vegas Raiders. You know what I mean? And with coaching, you only get better with coaching. You know, you don't have to worry. It's not like a player. You have to worry about speed. You have to worry about your body breaking down. I don't even know. It's all about right here in the mental. And he's only getting smarter. And he's teaching that to our defensive players, the Abrams, the Arnett's, the Molins, the Mirigs now. So this is perfect. This is great. Ramsey is good, but Renfro ain't no scrub. That's a fact. Aaron Crocker, Herbert ain't shit. You know what, man? I'm a Raiders fan, but Herbert is a quality quarterback. He showed a lot of flashes last year, but I ain't worried about that, boy. Herbert is a baller, but we ain't worried. Facts, Jesse. That's exactly what I'm saying, boss. Shout out Jesse, man. Boy, reading my mind or some shit. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's a baller, but I ain't worried about him. You feel me? Everybody can't be a baller. Renfro about to burn Peters and Humphreys in the season opener. You know what? Hopefully he does. But this is one thing I did want to talk about. Brian Edwards, and my boy brought it up earlier. Let me see if I ain't gonna be able to find it, but my boy brought it up earlier, and he was saying he brought up Brian Edwards. He brought up Brian Edwards. That's a good point. That is one name I didn't really hear today. I even seen a video of Zay Jones making a catch. It was, I believe it was Stoner. Stoner was going on the field, cleared the way for a crosser for Zay Jones to come underneath. Mariota hit him in stride. And it was a good play by the team, by the offense. But I didn't hear anything about Brian Edwards. That's one person I did most definitely was looking at. That was my second matchup that I was looking at. It wasn't Hunter Renfrow against Ramsey. My second matchup, because my first was Andre James against Aaron Donald, right? My second matchup I was looking for was Brian Edwards against Jalen Ramsey, one-on-one coverage. I don't care if it's practice. Just feed him the ball. If you get one-on-one coverage with him against Ramsey, feed him the ball. I want to see how Brian Edwards does against the best. But like people were saying, Ramsey was playing slot. That's why he was going against Renfro. So I guess that's why we didn't see it. Maybe something transpired that we don't know about yet. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what's cracking. I got a super chat right here, man. I just popped in Reese Rock. What it do, man? What it do, man? 6'4", 6'3", last 6 weeks. Offense averaged 20 points per game. That's not the D. 6'4", 6'3", last 6 weeks. I'm not sure what you're saying, man. 6'4", 6'3". Is that our record? Last 6 weeks, offense averaged 20 points per game. That's not the D. Ah, man. Is that a record? I'm not sure what you're saying, man, but I hope we play better than getting this starting out with a 6'4", 6'3" record. I'm not sure what you're saying, boss. Let me know down in the chat, Reese, what you meant. Let me know down in the chance. Appreciate the super chat though, boss. Facts, yes, sir. Kelly Sanders Smith, you already know what it is. Ramsey tweeting heavy right now. Boy acting salty. Pulling a blank. We getting Seattle linebacker. I don't know if we're gonna pick up KJ Wright. He did come in. He did go to the building. He was in the building at one time. I want to say that was last week or the week before, something like that. And he was in the building, but we didn't. He didn't leave, or he didn't sign a contract. He didn't leave as a Raider. He ended up going somewhere else to talk to them or something. I don't know if he's filling out how much he wants to get paid, who will pay him the most, if it's a bidding war to get KJ Wright. But personally, I'm not worried about getting KJ Wright. I'm not. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to go to war with what we have right now. You feel me? So shout out, bro, for the comment. Good point though. But I'm ready to go to war with what we have right now. Jesse Lund, KJ Wright would be the best player on our tour defense. He didn't have room in Seattle to see the fields. And y'all talking about defense. Best player on your KJ Wright would be the best player on your defense. He didn't have room in Seattle to see the field. And y'all talking about defense. I don't even know what you're trying to say. KJ Wright went to the Niners, I think. Did he go to the Niners? What's this right here? Jets gang? Yes. Honestly, I hope we don't get KJ. Exactly. I don't want to get KJ. I'm not really tripping off again. Oh, he said, never mind. Kendricks went to the Niners. I honestly hope we don't get KJ. It's not that I don't want to get KJ. It's just that I feel like we have players. We need to see what we have already, right? We need to go to war with what we have. You know, we already got our beans, bullets, and band-aids already. Let's go to war and see what happens, man. Damn, we already got what we need. I can't even remember the Jets' new rookie quarterback. Some bum. Is there a Jets fan in here or something? How a Jets fan pop up in here? Boy must be bored. I didn't see no Jets fan. Shout out Jay Oaks, though, man. Haven't seen you in a minute, Jay Oaks. Haven't seen you in a minute, dog. McVay drinks Chucky's protein. Yo, you talking wild. You talking crazy. Here we go. Brian Edwards, Gabriel Panetta says, Brian Edwards, a camp warrior. That's it. Ooh. A camp warrior, that's it? I'll test that. Why you say he's a camp warrior? Because I'll test that. Come on. Why you think he's a camp warrior? I'll test that. You tripping. Fins up, 305. Yo, shout out to the 305. I was in Miami. It's funny. I just posted my video. I posted an old video. I was in Miami, and I just posted it today. I was in Miami a few years ago, and we were playing the Dolphins, boy. And let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever go to Miami and to that stadium, because it's the Hard Rock Stadium, right? Science owns imposters, whatever. It's Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, right? If y'all sit on the visitor side, matter of fact, don't sit on the visitor side. Boy, it was blazing. It was blazing hot in Miami. And the way the stadium is and the time of the day, the sun only covers shades half the stadium, yo. Only half the stadium. I was in there dying. I was out there dying in Miami because it was so damn hot. The sun was blazing on me, yo. So y'all in Miami, y'all wilding out, man. Y'all wilding out. It's too hot out there. It's way too hot. Way too hot out there, yo. So you tripping. Big tripping. Dolphins had to play two quarterbacks just to beat a weak-ass defense that we had last year. Y'all had to play two quarterbacks. So let me leave it on that note. We got 10 home games this season or a regular 9 plus the Chargers game. Yo, Chargers games is home games for us. You feel me? Anywhere, if we play anywhere in California, that's a home game for us. Get out of here. Shit, we might go to Dallas, and that might be a home game for us too. Let's see what's cracking. Sin City Raiders popped in and was good with it. Boss, he said, bro, the Denver Stadium was the same way when I watched the Raiders. Don't sit on the visitor side. Yo, no cap, yo. That was one thing I didn't think about going to a game was, okay, not so much the temperature, but the damn shade in the sun. Yo, that shit had me crazy, bro. That shit had me. Thank goodness that I had the little club access pass to where I could go down into the little it was like a nice little club underneath this, like whatever, and I would go in there and sit in there for a second so I could catch Shout out, bro. He said, "Yup, yeah, for surely, bro. It was hot, man. It was hot, bro. Jay Oaks, you the best, right? Been keeping my mouth." Yo, man, talk your shit, boss. Talk your shit, Jay. I know you barely get to pop in. I feel like you barely get to pop in because maybe you got something going on. But I appreciate you stopping by, boss. Talk your shit, though, man. Let me know it in the comments. Talk your shit, boss. Don't let nobody hold you back. Shit, you can do what you want right here, boss. You free to do it. This is a writers. This is a writers channel. Benjamin Facts. Yo, shout out to my boy Big Brothers Podcast, man. Up and coming. This man gonna do big things. Shout out to my boy. It will not be a home game in Dallas. Stop the cap. Yo, I should have read your comment first before I started shouting yo ass out. This boy out here trying to cap on me right now. That Dallas game gonna be a Raider game. That Dallas game gonna be a Raider game. Derek Carr gonna be eating a turkey leg at the end of that game. Yo, the Derek Carr gonna be eating a goddamn turkey leg at the end of the game after we play Dallas. You understand me? Let me know. Let me know. Dak Prescott going home hungry. Dak Prescott going home hungry. He ain't getting no turkey leg that day. He ain't getting no turkey leg that day. You tripping. Y'all better get that D ready for Thanksgiving. I'm not even gonna say the comment I was about to say in response to that. I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say because I'll be wilding. Y'all be like, yo, Ray wilding right now. I know a lot of Raider fans in Falls. Where's Falls at? What's that? Fans in Falls or Dallas? Or what are you trying to say? Dallas, fire. Yep, in Dallas. I know a lot of exactly. There's Raider fans everywhere. And it's like my boy was just saying right here. He said the black hole is worldwide. You know that. The black hole is worldwide, yo. Whether we go to Mexico, whether we go to Germany, whether we go to New York, whether we go to Miami, Dallas, it don't matter, yo. We are worldwide. We be shutting shit down everywhere we go, yo. Everywhere we go. Shout out my boy ONT6. Raid, what's one rookie from this year's draft class that will start next year? So I'm assuming, so obviously if they're starting now, right? So that will start next year. One rookie that will start next year. That's a good question, boss. That's a good question. Damn, that's a good question. Oh man, you got me stumped, bro. Oh man, I don't see any rookies starting next year because I feel like Arnett should be starting next year. He won't be a rookie. And then you got Mullen, Trayvon Merrick is already starter. Abram, you got our linebacking core, which is already locked in. So Devon Diablo is a potential starter right there. I would say Devon Diablo is a potential starter. That's a rookie this year that could potentially start next year. Our D ends are locked in. Our defensive tackles are locked in. But one thing with our defensive tackles is that they are all on 1-year contracts. They're all on 1-year contracts. The only one I think that isn't is John Hankins. I think he might be on a 2-year contract. Someone in the comments let me know. Someone in the comments educate me real quick on that. I don't know if John Hankins is on a 1-year or maybe a 2-year deal. But I don't think John Hankins is going to go anywhere. I think he might stay as a Raider for a while. Oh man, we gotta this. Yo, bro, this man said Dak gonna send you guys home with some Whataburger. He gonna send us home with Whataburger. You got this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna show up with In-N-Out. We're gonna put it in the Dallas locker room so they have something to eat after the game. You understand me? That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. We don't want no Whataburger. Whataburger got that elementary school the lunch food, the elementary lunch food, boy. You got that shredded lettuce on it and all that. Out here wilding. Raid, who is your potential surprise cut before the season? Surprise cut. Surprise. What would be a surprise cut? A surprise cut, man. I feel like a surprise cut would come from, man, it's tough to say because I wouldn't be surprised if any backup lineman got cut. Wouldn't be surprised there. I'll say the biggest surprise would potentially be Jalen Richard. I'll go with Jalen Richard because why he's hurt. It looks like we're trying out these other running backs, these young guys, to see if they could probably step up and be able to read the defenses so they know where to block when the blitz is coming. Because as a running back, specifically for what Gruden wants, that could pass block, you have to be able to read the defense so you know where the blitz is coming. You feel me? If you go watch that preseason game, there was a running back to the left of the quarterback, and then the running back literally goes and moves to the other side of the offensive line because there was a blitz coming and he had to pick up or and help the offensive lineman. So it's a crucial part of the game. So my surprise cut will be Rashard. I don't know if that's a surprise. If you want me to choose somebody else, man, just let me know. I'll choose somebody else. But that'll be my surprise cut, man. I think it's time for us to move on from Rashard. He's hurt. He's costing money. He was acting like a spoiled brat on social media this offseason. It's time for him and that energy to move on, yo. Y'all read that comment real quick because that probably will happen. You feel me? My boy Jay Oaks clarifies and he said Hankins is on a 1-year deal. So all our defensive tackles are on 1-year deals. You feel me? Brokeback Mountain. I think Jake Gyllenhaal is a quarterback for the Cowboys. Surprise cut Kwiatkowski. I wouldn't say that because we owe him money. You feel me? We owe him money and he's not a bad player. So I wouldn't really want to cut him. Javin White. I feel like Javin White would be on the practice squad before we cut him. I feel like Max Richardson would be gone before that. But I've been on here an hour, y'all, and we 265 deep, yo. If y'all can, hit that like button. If y'all can, make sure y'all hit that like button for surely. For surely hit that like button. It goes a long way. I really appreciate it, y'all. You know, I'm about to get off here right now. Shout out to everybody that slid through, man. We came through strong, man. Raider Nation is deep today. Had a great time chatting with y'all, talking with y'all. If on the way out, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Tall King Chip pulled up, Ronell Ponder, Eddie Ramos. I seen OG Chronicles, Santi James. Ray, what position did you play? I played DB, man. I played corner. If y'all didn't know, I played football with CNGT. Me and CNGT played on the same exact team. You know what I mean? We kind of come from the same place, yo. So for surely, man. But I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I really appreciate y'all in this last best YouTuber, man. That means a lot to me. Look at you. You out here capping, ain't it? Subscribe, love your content. Yo, y'all keeping it lit, though. Y'all keeping it lit. I'm finna have a great day because of y'all. And I hope y'all have a great day too. If you're a Raiders fan, because I know there's some people in here that are fans of other teams, but anybody, I hope everybody in the comments has a great day, y'all. I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. It was really lit to talk to everybody. Until next time, y'all, you know what it is. Until next time, y'all, make sure y'all rate the tape, yo. Check it out.